Hello and welcome. We have quite a match for you tonight. We have Phoenix versus Oasis, and I am super excited. We casted a match from Phoenix earlier this week, so I'm excited to see what they bring to the table tonight. How's everybody doing? We're excited. I'm Natasha Laura. I'll be your caster tonight. I'm running this one solo. We didn't have any other casters available, so I will do my best to provide lots of fun commentary, as well as bring in Torque during between rounds to give us some analysis on the plays. We have TGI Torquemada on cams tonight, as
I'm
we do usually do,
I'm here for you, Tosh.
and you're always willing to jump in. Thank you. And we've got Skittles in chat. How's it going, Skittles? You having a good night? And we are just waiting for Phoenix and Oasis to ready up. I think it looks like Phoenix is missing Monster on their side, so hopefully they can get Monster back in, and then they will be ready to go.
Yeah, and Monster is playing tonight on a Wi-Fi. He has some internet problems, or on a hotspot, so this should be interesting to see if he can keep his ping within regulation, but looking forward to this match big time. This is two platinum teams, actually, that are high platinum, trying to get up into that diamond rank and maybe see if they can get into a Challenger Cup spot. So this should be a really exciting match.
Yeah, I know we were talking about before we went live that Thunderfoot is also on this team, and that we were hoping to see him tonight, but it looks like he may not be playing this evening. Thunderfoot was one of my LAN teammates, and he was just a really nice dude, fun to hang out with.
Sad
So
face, no beefcake for this cast.
looks like we've got Monster back, so hopefully we'll be ready to roll in just a moment here. Playing a little bit of catch with the goalie. We've also got Genghis Khan, who is one of our Tyro buddies. We play with Khan pretty regularly. Khan's always fun. I always make kitty cat jokes because he likes to be a kitty cat. So we just have a good time. But yeah. Oh, and I need to post that we're live, huh? It's so much quieter without a buddy to cast with. I'm glad you're here, Torque.
I'm here for you, Tosh.
I'm glad. I'm gonna just post it real quick in Tyro while we're waiting for everybody to ready up.
Absolutely, and they just readied up, so we're getting ready to
So
go.
here we go. We are ready.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who can get this joust. And it looks like the blue team takes it, Oasis, and it's down into trap. He's passing it up to their teammate. Crab Juice is looking for someone to be open. Passes it a little bit high. Fabulous manages to grab it. Orange takes control, and they're trying to re-grab out, but the stacks break up a little bit. But they've got it down there. But blue will be first. I can't tell if that was a headbutt or a weird slap. But that sent it flying. Orange manages to grab it again, slapping it down. But Crab Juice recovers it and tries to pitch it out. But Orange is right there. And it's in. Long shot from Egret. We have a long shot from Egret. So 3 points on the board. Let's see if Phoenix has an answer for that. Hopefully they do. It's hard not to be a little bit biased when our friend is playing on the other team, but the thing we always hope for when we cast these matches is that we have a good match to watch. The close matches are always a bit more fun than the blowouts. And Khan is walking that up, passes it to Monster, and Monster takes the shot. And they put 2 points on the board.
Yeah, Phoenix did a great job that time of breaking up that back stack and just making it a 3v2 all the way down into the offensive end. Nice play.
It was a really clean play. That's more of what I would expect from these players. A lot of them have a lot of talent. So it's passed down to Crab Juice. Crab Juice is passing it to the floor, and they can, It must have bounced off of Bacon's head. It looked like Dipman was the one to make that goal.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
They've just got to keep it going, keep it together. We've got Luna in chat. Hi, Luna.
teams entering
Pass,
the arena.
short pass to the side, down to nose. Monster has it. Lost track Monster for a second there, but the goalie was in goal and ready to pass it back out. Egret's throwing it forward. Oh, right into goal. Long shot. 40 meters. And I think that was on purpose.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
So I think Orange team has to kind of work on their defense here and just kind of cover those guys a little bit more. Their sacks were looking better, tighter, so we just need to see a little bit more. And I see that chat has discovered the new emotes that we added today. And Dano slaps it slapped forward, but Khan is able to take it. Looks like he is looking for his pass. He resets it to vacant on the back line. Looks like they're trying to work it in. And nice bounce shot from Sniper. Excellent bounce shot. Very clean play, good passes, good catching. Everyone's positioned where they need to be.
Yep, and that's really what Phoenix has to do this whole game. They've got to play clean to get this comeback in the next 6 minutes.
Yeah, I know the game we had earlier in the week felt a little bit more chaotic, and I'm hoping that we can see some more of that kind of gameplay from them, because it's really interesting to see when they have those clean passes and everybody's positioned where they need to be. It is free floating. Sniper takes it, and it's in. They are not going to let Oasis break away with a good lead here. They're going to take it back and gain that ground, and we have plenty of time for them to take it back and even take the round. We've got still 6 minutes on the board. Hey, Kudakai, welcome. I like how
and Oasis has a scuffed little launch there. Everybody's struggling to get out of the tunnel, so let's see if they can get recovered from this. Disc is loose in midfield. Orange's got it back. Unfortunate mail slot shot, but they're going to set up here. Huge advantage. Oh, and they just blew the advantage on it.
Yeah.
Let's see if they slow it down here. And nope, they're going to still try and press. The goalie makes a great save right there on that bounce.
Yeah. They're getting together. They're going to be there first, and they've got blue right on their tail. Pitched it forward to one of their teammates. Looks like Monster's got it. Monster's passing it up to Sniper. Sniper is looking for the pass down to Khan, and Khan is going for it. And one more pass to Monster and then to Sniper, it looks like.
Yeah, Sniper kind of stole Khan's shot there, but that's all right. All that matters is it went in the goal, right?
Goal. That's all we care about.
Points are the same as long as it's the same team scoring the points.
Exactly. Hopefully Oasis will have more luck on this launch. And it's out. Oasis tosses it to the side. It looks like it's missed, and Khan has it. But it dings against the ding ring.
Intercepted.
And Monster has it. Doesn't quite go in, though. Good save from, I think it was Dipman there. And then we've got Vacant holding on to it, looking for his pass options, passing down to Sniper. Sniper passes it up to Khan, and Khan just walks that.
Oh, the break check is sick, though. That is so wrong, Khan.
Excellent.
You cannot break check a goalie like that. That is so mean.
Uh-oh. Torque may torque you for that later, Khan. He is not happy with that move. I thought it was phenomenal. Those break checks get me every time as a midfielder. Okay, and Oasis has launched. Khan takes it, and Khan got it in. Khan just showed up there real quick and said, nope, not today. Gets 3 shots, 3 more points on the board.
Yeah, and he even had the presence of mind to make sure to stay behind the line right there and get the 3 instead of having to settle for a 2. So again, these platinum players they play at a different level than most of the rest of us do. Yes,
they do. They've got some momentum now, so let's see if they can keep it. And they're getting back to their defense. Looks like everybody's just about back. they're trying to work it in, and they dunk it. Dunked by Egret there. Let's see if they can hold this lead for 3 more minutes. That's all the time they need. They had some momentum there, and they just need to get it back.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Here we go. Launching out, passing it left, low, and into a relay. Really clean passes, but it looks like they're covered there. Still working it in. Monster over to Khan. Khan into goal, dunking it. What a dunk. Hello, Gary. Hi, Scrim. We've got a couple more friends in chat. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We've got new emotes if you're a subscriber. I don't know if unsubscribed people can use them, but you can check them out if you can. We added some kitties and some space folks.
And we've got Gary in chat talking about Khan finally playing against somebody his own rank. Yes, it is a completely different rank and different skill set when you see these guys playing together. And this team in particular, I know Phoenix has been playing since at least season 5 together, so they've got a lot of experience and chemistry built up already. So it's going to be really interesting to see. They're pressing a little bit here and there, and we're seeing some mistakes by them, but it's interesting to see if they can clean this up a little bit going into the end of this round and beginning of the next round.
Absolutely. It's pitched down. Let's see who can. It's a stack race to get back. Looks like Khan is back. Tries to throw it out, but doesn't quite make it. Monster recovers it, tosses it over to Vacant. Vacant's can get around, get out of there. Oh, that shot just wasn't quite there. That's something we talk a lot about in the academy, is just watching. It's much harder when you're in game, because like I obviously miss shots too, but when you're taking a shot, thinking about what the percentage is, what the chances that you'll make that shot. And most of their shots in this game, they've been taking really clean shots that they have a good chance of making. And even those dunks from Khan, you can't really, unless the goalie's hand is in the right place at the right time, they can't really stop a dunk. Good dunk.
Now that was impressive right there.
Yeah.
That front stack getting all the way up there into popcorn, that is not an easy regrab to get to.
Not an easy feat at all.
And they got there like it was nothing. That is so impressive to see them do that. There's Monster with his little bit of lag there going from his hotspot playing skip to the disc.
I think that that's one of the biggest differences I've seen between the different ranks, is just how stacks work in the arena. And that's the end of the round. So Phoenix has taken it with 17-10.
Yeah,
so they have the first round. Let's see what the second round does. I was going to say the biggest difference is that ability to move around the arena and make less mistakes. I think are the two biggest things I've noticed for difference in rank. How about you, Torque? What were you thinking? About this round?
I agree with you, Tasha. I think that the difference in ranks is what Skittles always likes to call that stack-accuracy. It is really all about the stack-accuracy. It looks like we got a pause by one of the teams, so they're going to extend that 5-minute break. Gives us a little bit more time to chit-chat. But yeah, it's the stack-accuracy. Lower tier teams and newer players, they start to learn to regrab, and then they get fast, but they're straight fast. And you saw right there, that stack went forward and then turned up into the popcorn area like it was nothing, and we're able to get there and intercept the disc. So it's that extra level of ability when it comes to stacking and turning and being able to accurately hit your spot. Now, with all that said, as far as analysis goes during this round, Phoenix started out strong and then gave Oasis a little bit of chance to come back. They got a little bit sloppy there, and you notice they weren't passing the disc as cleanly. They weren't controlling the offense, and Oasis started sneaking in the back door. They cleaned it up towards the end. So obviously this match is going to be a tight match. If Oasis wants to have a chance, they need to clean it up like Phoenix did. They need to get the tight passing. They need to make sure that they're keeping space. And we mentioned it earlier in the cast, they need to be breaking up those pressure stacks. You know, if they can get those 3v2s going into the offensive end, they have a good chance. Both teams have a good chance of being able to take this match.
Yeah. And I think it's just really interesting to watch how the difference is in the accuracy and things like that. Like I know, especially my first season of VRML when we were in bronze, like there were times where the biggest difference was that one stack could not only get over there, but they could predict where the disc was going and get to the disc. And we talked a lot about that when we were training our academy players, that it's not just about how fast your regrab can get over. I know I went Phenom re-emphasized this in one of his trainings, but I also had talked to my team that I'd trained about it, that like it's not just about how fast you can go in the arena, because you can go fast and miss the disc and bam, the team that's more accurate has got it. They've got it back over at your goal and it's scored by the time you get back together. So really keeping those we've seen some really tight uh like partnerships and regrabbing too here. And so it's just interesting to see how different the game is at different levels and what small things make those levels so different.
Absolutely, and I think what you're talking about there, that difference in accuracy, it really is that extra level of skill, like you're talking about, that lets those players know that they can do those things. But it's also an understanding of how the meta of the game changes as you get better. Okay, the meta of the game at the lower levels is speed is the strategy. They do a lot of clear and chase, and that's the strategy that they're going with. As you start getting into those platinum and diamond and up into the master tiers, speed is a tool that allows them to execute their strategy. And that's what you're seeing here is they can go fast, they can zoom, but they're zooming with a purpose to make their strategy work. That's why
Yeah.
a lot of their offensive plays that you've been watching on the Phoenix side, they're not stacked together. They're spread out. They're doing a lot of extra passes. In some cases, snipers even stealing a dunk and calling it a pass. You know, it's all good. But yeah, that's that extra that mindset shift from let's just go fast to let's use that speed as a tool for what we're trying to accomplish. So I
Yeah.
think that's vital as you try and grow as an Echo player is to switch that understanding in your brain to say fast is great, but fast with no reason is just zigzagging across the arena.
Yeah. And Skittles noted that like we're seeing a big change from our last cast with Phoenix. That this is a lot cleaner. Looks like we're about to pause, so we'll still have about a minute before we go back into the game. But we're seeing this team looks a lot cleaner than they did in their last match, and I think sometimes that can just be the mental space of where you're at. Um, it's really fun to watch them because it's fun to watch Khan do the things we see him do in our Tyro private games in a game like this, and just see how cool those dunks still look, even against players at his level. So, yeah.
Unfortunately, lost the stat line for Monster there with his drop. But while we're sitting here waiting, I want to take a look at the team stats and see what they look like. Yeah, Phoenix's time of possession again. That difference between slowing it down, maintaining control of the disc, and possessing it shows up clearly on the team stats. They were doing that, and Oasis wasn't, and they ended up dominating on possession. Possession time almost always means that you're also dominating on shots taken, which is the case again here. They're passing the disc around. Not a whole lot of save opportunities because Oasis only took 8 shots, you know. And their stun game, they're just brutalizing them. So let's see what they do with round 2.
Let's do it. And here we go, right into it. Blue gets it, but it looks like Phoenix was ready for that and had stayed back in preparation. Khan stuns Egret out, takes control of the disc, passes it forward. They do have somebody back there, but the stack is there. Kind of a bounce shot. And it's up. 3 points by Monster on the board. Really clean play there.
11, 10, 9, 8.
So let's see if they can keep their momentum. Those pauses can always ice you out, but it's interesting to see if they'll be able to keep the momentum from the first round because they really had that breakaway score there, 17-10.
Yeah, and you're right. The pauses can ice you out, but I am a huge fan of them doing. They did it here because they had a player that was having a technical issue. But I'm
Yeah.
still a huge fan of teams extending that break. If you're allowed to take that extra time to kind of reset your head and talk about strategy and talk about what you want to do next, I just never understand teams that want to rush, 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 and let's just get the rounds over with. You know.
Yeah. I agree. There's definitely been times we've taken a pause to kind of take a breath and reset our brains and um, think about.
Oh
Like,
my
oh,
lord, no,
Sniper.
Con! That's
Oh,
dirty. Oh, sorry, it was sniper, but it's still dirty.
yeah.
Over half court bounce shots.
46 meters. That's amazing.
I'm not going to give him credit for that. That was not a called shot.
And Gary noted that that first three-pointer was an underhand three-pointer with a goalie and goal, but I think the goalie had just gotten back. So sometimes if the goalie had just gotten back, they're still orienting. You can make that shot because they don't have their bearings yet. Um, oh, and
Absolutely.
we've got a sponge fight
As a
right
goalie,
there.
I can tell you right now that when you first get back into that box, yes, you have to turn and identify where everybody's at, where the disc is at, and get your bearings. And so those underhand shots, if you're going to take a slow underhand shot with a goalie in, right when they get back is the best time to do it.
Yep.
Brutal takedown.
And stunned out immediately there. Crab Juice is able to get it, tries to clear it out, but it bounces kind of up through mid, and Vacant is able to return it. I don't know if they still have anybody down there. It's missed.
Their hands on
See, and this
Crab
is
Juice
this is
comes
what
in
I
on
was
the
talking
stack.
about at the halftime. We're seeing them do it. Oasis is not learning from their mistakes. Is they're trying to eat up the entire arena with single passes and stacking. This is the
Yeah.
downfall for teams if you get caught into that clear and chase mentality.
Yeah. No, I've even seen that at the lower, in the lower ranks in those games. That if you get stuck in the clear and chase, and someone has a goalie back or someone has a faster stack, you're just toast.
Now this is going to be
So-
interesting. Notice that Phoenix lost a player. They're down playing 4v3 right now. So let's see what they do with this. The smart strategy for them is definitely going to be to slow it down and try and take away the stack advantage from Oasis. But it's easier said than done sometimes.
intercepted.
Good job trying to get that out of there. At least control the
it back.
bubble. Nice stop, Sniper. Wow.
Excellent. They've got 3-on-4, and he was still able to stop that even as he got stunned out right after that.
Khan gets a pull through, try and buy a little bit of extra time. This is really going to be critical for Phoenix, and it would be a shame if they lose this round because of a player drop, but it's going to be critical for them to try and keep the disc out of their defensive end, try and waste the time and make Oasis play defense when they have a numbers advantage versus trying to nice stop again. Sniper is
Excellent,
just crazy in net tonight.
Yeah.
And
They
they've
are
got the
not-
stack back.
Yeah, they've
This
got
is
a
an
stack
open
back.
goal.
They've got someone down on an open goal. Yep.
Good choice to
made
slow it down a little bit. Oh, scuffed pass though. Come on, you got to get
Yeah.
that. Get it, Con. No, what a
Almost.
play.
Egret there, ready to take it back. It's interesting too how 3v4 can sometimes change the dynamic, and not as much as you think it would. There are some games where 3v4 it goes from very even to a slaughter, and some where it just doesn't.
Yeah, I think
Teams can really play three people and really hold their own, and it seems like they're doing that right now.
And I think part of that, Tasha, is that in 3v4 you have to switch your mindset to basically keep a permastack, right?
Excellent.
You're because
Yeah.
your goalie's back, you really only have two people to stay in a stack, so that
Yeah.
they end up stacking together longer and more consistently, and it actually gives them a little bit of a speed advantage. They just
Yeah.
can't spread it out. They have to do clear and chase and hope the other team can't stop it.
And we've just gotten Vacant back. Vacant is back in the arena. Hopefully they can get their rhythm back and just keep it going. They were able to hold the whole time Vacant was gone, which is about 2 minutes, I believe.
Oh,
so
held it
close.
on.
Open, but the defense was there.
Held on
Dana's
just a hair too
back
long
over
and
to
ended up
the
paying
side.
for it.
Yep. But they're all there and ready. They're ready for it.
Good, smart reset right there.
Orange clears it out of their zone.
I'm not sure if Vacant's actually back because number... Oh, that's Vacant. Number 33 is still sitting back in net, just sitting there, and he dropped again.
Oh, and they've lost Vacant again. Yep.
The enemy
They're doing a good job despite this chaos. I mean, that can really impact your mental game. Losing a
Absolutely.
player
You're-
and trying to get them back in. So
Your comms get completely disrupted because you're expecting to be able to have that fourth voice telling you what's going on, and you just don't have it all of a sudden.
yeah.
Nice
Con and-
defensive play.
Con
Wow.
and Sniper are just staying on this really tight.
What a save by Dipman.
Good-
Wow.
excellent save by Dipman.
back the other way.
That play right there, most of the time, the offensive players are going to convert on that. And that's in.
Points from the blue team. They have 3 more minutes. They have plenty of time to even this out and come back if they need to.
Absolutely. 7 minutes, 7 points down. You're talking about a 3-score differential. They need less than 1 minute total clock time to be able to tie this game up or take the lead. So, yeah, they absolutely have an opportunity here. And you can see Phoenix is deciding to go with a straight-up dribble play because of the being down by 1 man, and it looks like it's going to work for them. No! Rejected by the backstack.
The backstack was there quickly and ready for that. And they've stunned each other out, so it's kind of whoever gets disc. Passed up to Khan. Khan's holding it, waiting to see what his options are. Stunned out just as, but Sniper takes control. And goes for a bounce shot that doesn't quite go in. Dipman's pitching it forward. It looks like they should have a stack right on that. They were right there.
Yeah, they've got a
tunneled
stack
right
coming in
together.
fast.
But so
And
does
there it
Orange.
is.
Oh, but it goes in. Bounce shot from Egret. And
Looks
they are
like we-
taking their advantage and evening this game out.
It looks like we may have a tight game going into the end of this round, especially if Vacant can't get back in here. Oasis may just claw back and give us a round 3, so let's see what happens. Phoenix is definitely going with the dribble play, and I love what they just did there for all the new players and lower tier players. That's what a dribble is. They control the disc, they change directions, they zigzag down the field. They just don't quite convert at the end.
Yep. And not only that, but like they're throwing it. I've noticed they throw it kind of towards the Geo, and then they regrab towards the Geo, so they have somewhere to anchor for a second.
Absolutely.
And that's an interesting way to go with it. Sure.
It's a difference in mindset from what a lot of teams call a dribble play, just throwing the disc down and chasing it. That's a clear and chase. What you're seeing Phoenix do here is a legitimate dribble play where they're going a certain amount of distance one direction and then they're changing direction, making it harder for their pursuers to keep up with them and cutting the arena into multiple pieces and using that speed to get there.
It's pitched forward, but the backstack's there. Yeah, they're gonna have to tighten this up like they had a few minutes ago if they want to maintain the lead.
The clock is not in their favor right now with them being this deep in the bubble. They've got to do something, get this disc out of here and burn some clock. Otherwise, we will be going to a round 3. And that right there is what they had to do.
That's what they needed to do. And it was pitched to tunnel, but their defender in tunnel missed it. So Egret got it, but then Sniper came up and said, "Mine." And
Khan finishing like Khan does.
And Phoenix will take this game. Excellent plays from Phoenix, despite being down a player for a good portion of the match. We're excited to see. It was fun to watch how well they did, despite the obstacles they were facing. And that's the nature of the game. You always have random obstacles that come in your way. Can we get a look at? Yep. Thank you.
I got it, Scott. There, Tasha. We got stats going on, and yeah, they played great, especially with the fact that they were playing down. Back to what Skittles was talking about in chat earlier, the difference in play between 1 week and the next is just mind-boggling because this was a much cleaner match, especially with the fact that they played most of the game with either Monster or Vacant dropping out or having ping issues. So this was a real demonstration of how good this team can be.
Yeah. No, they kept it really clean. The stack that was out front was together and tight. They knew that their only options were really to dribble that, so they played to their strength there. Oh, interesting. Almost 50-50 on the possession time. Really fascinating.
Yeah,
Um, more shots taken by the orange team, but they also scored more in the end.
yeah, and that
Uh,
possession time really is about playing 4v3, right?
oh,
Um, a little bit of a point or a frustration or watching for Oasis for me is that even when they had that 4v3 advantage, they didn't take advantage of it. They didn't spread out and try and make Phoenix play a more controlled game. Instead, they played into the one thing that Phoenix had left that they could do, and that's to stack, right? So they ended
yeah.
up just getting into stack races, and they didn't win all of those races. So the fact that they closed the possession was great, but they really needed to control the disc a little bit more if they were going to get back into this match.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everybody for coming. We appreciate you. If you're not already following us, please do. We really enjoy casting these matches, sharing specifically, usually TyroFam games right now, with the rest of the TyroFam, where we get to watch our friends play and watch really cool matches like this that are so fun because they're so close. You don't know what's going to happen. What a blast.
Absolutely. I
So
had a lot of fun. I enjoy casting with you all the time, Tosh. You're awesome.
yeah, I enjoy casting with you as well. It's always fun to have you on cams, and I'm glad you were able to talk this time. So
Nobody
thanks so
wants to
much.
hear me, but it's all good.
That's a lie. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Y'all have a good evening.